In the minutes following a North Korean missile launch yesterday afternoon, the FAA grounded flights on the west coast of the United States. Here's one control tower explaining to a pilot what's happening.
I need you to go ahead and land at Van Nuys at this time. Some sort of national security threat's going on, and we are not allowing aircraft to maneuver in the area at the moment.
It's hard to explain what a big deal that is, not because it caused delays, but rather because such a grounding is a possible prelude to launching the Air Force's missile interceptors based on the West Coast. For obvious reasons, missiles launching and planes flying overhead is a bad combination. Quick briefer on how this works. U.S. spy satellites see the heat signature of an enemy ballistic missile. North American Air Defense Command tracks it, decides if it's a threat, sends an emergency message to the FAA, shuts down the airspace, the interceptors go up, all in about 20 minutes. NORAD says they never gave the warning to shut down the airspace after North Korea's Monday's launch because it was a test, it only went 400 miles. But somehow the airspace got shut down. For that, we bring in Barry Valentine, former acting FAA administrator. All right, let's take NORAD at their face value. They told CNN they didn't order the shutdown. Who would have the power to do this all of a sudden?
Well, unfortunately, I'm not privy to what the communications process was or how the decision process took place yesterday for that particular purpose. But as you just pointed out in the story, here in the U.S., for example, when we launch spacecraft or missiles or rockets, we don't allow airplanes to fly within proximity of that launch site or along the initial route of those vehicles. Airplanes that fly from the west coast of the U.S. to destinations in Eastern Asia, for example, Beijing or Shanghai or Seoul, fly through that same airspace where the North Koreans launched their missiles. Now, why this took place after the missile launch, because it takes, as you know, many hours to fly across the Pacific, is not clear. But it sounds as though, for some prudent reason, a decision was made not to launch airplanes until they're confident that it was safe to do so.
Yeah, no, but something had to happen, right? For them to say there's some sort of national security threat going on, someone had to order this. NORAD says it doesn't. It makes you think there was a goof somewhere. Who has the power in the FAA to all of a sudden hit the stop button?
Well, the FAA wouldn't hit the stop button unless they were given a reason to do so. And so the real question here is, what was that reason? What
information? No kidding. Yeah, that's the question that nobody seems to be answering. This is what the FAA said. As a matter of precaution, the FAA temporarily paused departures at some airports along the West Coast. Full operations resumed in less than 15 minutes. The FAA regularly takes precautionary measures. We are reviewing the process around this ground stop as we do after all such events. Really, they regularly order planes to land immediately because of national security events?
No, we haven't had one of that nature since 9/11, as you well know, where airplanes had to land. But we commonly prohibit airlines from flying over airspace in various foreign countries for safety reasons, for diplomatic reasons, for political reasons. There are a number of reasons. In this particular case,
I think as you just pointed out, though, it's pretty unusual for this to happen on the West Coast all of a sudden, for them to do this. It's very unusual.
Yeah, it is unusual. And when you consider the flight time from the West Coast to East Asia, my only guess would be that there was some information that suggested that for some reason that airspace wasn't going to be safe several hours out. What that was is your guess and my guess. So.
Yeah, it just seems scary and terrifying in a sense. I guess, well, hopefully somebody will start giving some more information. Kudos to the folks at The Drive who pointed all this out. We're going to keep looking into it, and obviously if we learn more, have you back to explain it. Barry, good to see you. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Leland. Yeah. Good to see you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.